Okay, we're here. I think that's probably like the last update for this whole ordeal. That's a holy ass long delay there. That is such a long delay. What the fuck? I wanted to use it, but new to your streams. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it a lot too. Nonetheless, Prime is for free for you, but you still only get like one a month. So I do appreciate it greatly that you decided to use it on my stream. Thank you so much. Okay, Belle, sister. What's it about? Vivian sent a message. Seems they made more progress in the sacrificial issue. I wonder how Vivian's been doing. Did Hugo... He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. I'm being in Delululand, he's alive. There was no corpse! And I might have seen a screenshot from the trailer. I'm in Delululand. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. But you want to arrange a time to see Vivian? Sure. Let's say hello to her. Alright then, I'll arrange a time with Vivian. You just rest and await my news. Okay, sure. Do I rest on a couch because I don't have a bedroom again? Let's rest, sure. Rest now. You originally planned to watch some videotapes and rest on the sofa, but you end up falling asleep instead. Oh, this is me when I gonna go on my sofa and I'd be like, oh, let me just watch a YouTube video, and then I just like take an hour-long nap. The sofa is not a safe place to be on. When you reach a certain age, you just naps. The sofa is there for naps and nothing else. Oh. What's happening? Oh.
Lord Phaethon, this time let me.
Vivian?
Did you just stalk us while you were asleep? Go!
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Oh my god, go. Get it together. She reacted the same if you're Belle. I would like to know that, because that's kind of cute then.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while
Belle.
you slept.
Belle, please!
But then I dozed off myself. Ugh. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
It's okay, happens. The what pose?
Vivian, are you sure you're awake? That sounded like sleep talk. I'm sure sleeping in that position couldn't have been comfortable either.
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late.
Your life must be very boring.
Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
Why so formal?
Good morning? Why so formal all of a sudden? Sounds like you're about to make an announcement.
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family, but I haven't found the source yet.
Could it be Hartman?
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light. Some people feel bad for him, some relate to his struggles, and Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute.
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
I won't just give up like that. Oh god, which guy was the Hartman guy? The one at the end? Who got that item? That I forgot what it was. But it was important. Give me like 10 minutes to get back into the entire story of ZZZ, okay? I know there was like an important item and we dropped it. And nobody picked it up afterwards. And I think he ran away with it. I need a face, please, with that name. Trying to get rid of Hartman. I don't know.
Is someone trying to take advantage of this to get rid of both Hartman and the Ravenlocks?
I think Hartman knows this too, which is why he's completely vanished. No matter how hard I search, I can't find a single trace of him. Hartman must have taken the sacrifice core. Now that he holds this bargaining chip, he is definitely going to negotiate his way out of this with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting. Can I borrow Wise for a minute?
Oh, no
Sure.
problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
Wait! Don't go outside.
Oh,
Who's
don't mind
outside?
me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway.
Wait, who's outside?
I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Thank goodness Vivian didn't walk out the main door. Lycon's been pacing
Oh.
around outside for like half an hour and scared off at least 5 customers.
What's he doing
He's
there?
stressing over what he did to Hugo in front
Oh.
of Vivian. But he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first?
Why are you not going? I mean, I can go.
Sure.
I do like
I'll go talk to
Lycon,
her.
but...
At the end of the day, we're all after the same enemy. As proxies, we should become the bridge between them.
Okay. Hi, Lycon. Why are there so many? What are you talking about? Hello? Oh, Mockingbird or the true heroes. It's so messed up. They stood up to the so-called elites and still end up getting silenced. Definitely a conspiracy. We gotta follow his example and stand up to those bastards. But what can we do? We have no power. But Mockingbird's Hugo is just an ordinary person. If he can do it, so can we. Right. He proved that even a single person, so long as you have resolve, can be the change you want to see. Okay, so they're talking about Mockingbird. Hello, sir! That is a choice of a camera angle, I guess. Harper must have murdered him to protect his own position of power. But Mockingbird isn't exactly a righteous, upstanding group either. Mockingbird steals from the rich and gives to the poor. Harper was just afraid Hugo would gain traction and he'd lose his power. That's why he did what he did. You'll think there's more to this. Okay. Hey, Lycon. Hi, buddy.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning.
Good morning. Belle just let me know you wanted
Is
to talk
it
to us
morning
and
at
Vivian
all?
about
Why
something?
did I nap in the mornings?
It's an urgent request.
Did I
from
wake
me.
up and was like, oh yeah, let's go
Directly
take a
affects
nap?
Yardu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian was perfectly normal. Vivian... I don't think she's upset per se. I think she's like very sad and maybe a tiny bit lost.
Vivian
So
doesn't
this is
seem
not a
down at all.
lie?
In fact, she's been actively gathering intel. I think she's handling this with even greater calm than I am. If you're feeling bad about what happened with Hugo, it might be a good idea to talk to Vivian directly. From what I've seen, she's not as fragile as you might think.
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me?
Oh.
I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Sure.
Sure. But just to be clear, I'm staying neutral and not picking sides. You both have your own stance on this. As a proxy, I'll do my best to help facilitate honest communication.
I respect that. Thank you.
We return to the video store with Lycan. Vivian doesn't seem to have much of a reaction to Lycan's arrival.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
So,
You're right.
does she think he's still alive? Huh?
I'm glad you guys are on the same page. But why do I feel like I'm being left in the dark?
Yeah.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
We'll think about it.
Belle, Vivian, and I need to think this
I
through
guess.
carefully with everything at stake. It's not a decision we can make lightly.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Why, should we talk to the mayor? The Griffiths are still a threat. Our teacher. I mean, if we work with the mayor, we might be able to get more info on our teacher, Wise. What do you think, Vivian? As a member of Mockingbird, would it be against your values to work with the mayor? Mockingbird isn't just about going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with. At the moment, at least. Let's go see Lycan. Okay, I'm unsure why we are being the trio group now, but okay. Let's go back to Lycan. Let's say we are ready to have a phone call. Seems you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. Working together requires sincerity on both sides. Of course, please rest assured when it comes to sacrifices, the mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what
Don't know
happened
if
to
I would
Mr.
call
Hugo
us
Flack.
friends.
I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Flack. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an Exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago.
Okay.
Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the Exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major Exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the Exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
already passed away.
The leader of the Exaltists in Janus Quarter died a few years back. They haven't been active since. Could it be that Hartman was just acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Yeah, I do think they were
Sources confirmed
active.
that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Okay. Suspicious?
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
Okay.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy.
Wow.
While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And
That's
as
a
part of
non-answer,
that
buddy.
faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking
I don't know
into
if I
it,
trust this
found that
person
the door
fully.
of sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Our teacher's research?
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
This affects a lot of ordinary people in New Eridu. We'll do our best.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Questionable.
Goodbye.
Okay. I'm glad that the two of you have decided to continue working with us. Your help, should to successfully recover the sacrifice. I've other business to deal with, so please excuse me. If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Icon leaves her off there. Of Satan, shall we head out now? Let's head into the hollow. Alright, let's go. Ooh, am I playing her? Okay, who is she is working well with?
Want to see the red scar ready to roll out?
Is she a DPS? I think she's a DPS, isn't she? Oh, I can only put 2 in? Yeah, then I'm gonna go this way. She's a cutie. I really do like her design. She very wobbly after activating a special attack with automatically enter a fluttering frog state during the state. The protect unleash basic attack. Fluttering frog suspension afterwards when any squad member's X special attack hits a target and will perform basic attack. I read words. My brain is not actively following.
Thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
I have to double check if I'm on a guaranteed. If I'm not on a guaranteed, I might pull for her. Before Hugo. We'll see about that. Oh, she's fun. It seems like she's working well with Hugo together, so maybe for like a good team. Where is Legend when I need him? Legend, are you here? Legend, you're my Wikipedia.
Keep your filthy hands off.
Oh, she's flying. Oh, that's actually cute.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
This is Vivian is talking to herself. You hear another voice of someone debating. You don't know who it is, so you don't know who it is, so you pull her aside to listen. That too is at the wrong spot. Oh.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
There are two Topps employees left. Vivian appears visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Topps, even if it means playing with fire. She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Who's the she you're talking about?
Vivian, you seem a bit frazzled. Who's this she you keep bringing up?
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Vathan, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure, I'll stop asking.
Sure, I'll stop asking. What's more important than an unspoken past is the person standing in front of me now. As for everything else, we can talk about it whenever you're ready to share.
Lord Vathan, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is.
Let's see. Oh,
I
wait.
just can't shake the feeling that
Too late.
something bad is about to happen.
Dodge.
Gotcha!
Together, Lord Phaethon.
She's actually really fun to play. Oh. Someone's sacrifices gone too. Could it be? And how do they know the locations of the dormant sacrifices? Let's check the next location. I hope this doesn't become a nightmare for new Eridu.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons.
Is there a chest anywhere? I don't want to miss a chest.
Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but
Sure.
ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path.
Ow. Ba-bam!
For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse.
Bam!
Huh?
Ow.
Don't touch me.
Don't fucking touch me, yeah. Don't touch a lady without her consent. How dare you? What am I hitting them with? Am I grabbing a cute little sword? What is that? Girl, is that a sword? Gosh, your boobs are very wobbly. I think that's a sword.
There's some.
Oh. Well, there is something. there for sure is something. Best. There's a lady. Madam?
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis?
Am I supposed to know what
you
Camille?
destroying the
A
dormant
sister?
sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
Oh my.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you
Wait, we do
walked away.
know her from a phone call,
You
don't
should
we?
do the same now.
Or do they just look
We
like
didn't meet
similar?
today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong?
What if I don't
Are
want to
you being
leave?
forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice, and I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
Camille gives Vivian one last glance and throws a smoke bomb to the ground. The noise attracts some Ethereals. Even though you have many questions, dealing with the imminent threat is like the right choice right now.
Lord Phaethon, watch out!
It's fine, don't worry. Oh, don't worry, maybe a tiny bit about me.
What an eyesore.
Okay, we are not
Let's
getting
take care
her.
of the
Oh,
Ethereals
there we go.
first. A sturdy little pig.
Ooh. Okay, that's a cool one. The fighting of the Ethereals. You search for a long time, but don't find any dormant sacrifices. After deliberating with Vivian, you decide to leave the Hollow for now and figure out your next move. Just then, the phone rings. Oh,
You've been gone forever. Did you run into any trouble?
we're okay.
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most
We
of
could
them
be
were
better,
already
but we're
empty.
okay.
No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
Why would the Exaltists go after the sacrifices?
Well,
I saw it too. but I can't figure out why the Exaltists would do this.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Wait, what did I miss? Why do you know so much about the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened, and after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Core.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
Okay.
Absolutely. If you're feeling down, we'll be here for you.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug.
Oh.
Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were
That's
paid
not
off
good.
with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
Sounds very saucy. Yeah.
That sounds sketchy. Do you think those accidents were faked?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Vathan? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Sure.
Sure. Let's go together.
Hello? You arrive at Lumina Square with Vivian to meet her old friend.